G'day guys and welcome to another episode here on the Torq Hub YouTube channel. I'm here with my mate Rob, and behind us is my mate Rob's VY1 tonner. This is going to be our first build series for 2020. Pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, brother.
Now this thing has about 420 real horsepower.
Yep, that's right.
But that's not enough, is it?
Never enough.
Never enough. So we're going to be doing a couple of bits and pieces with this car, but first let's show you what it has now, and then we'll come back and have a yarn with what the plan is. This is Rob's 2004 Trayback Ute, slightly different from the norm. With their leaf sprung solid rear axle suspension, it made this version wider and taller than an ordinary Commodore Ute, but gave them a hefty 1-ton payload rating and earned them the title of the Tonner. 10 years ago, this was a builder's workhorse, destined to carry materials and rubble across Queensland suburbs. But it was then retired from the hard slog when it came home with Rob and became his baby. He sorted out the stance and got it rolling on some Street Pro forged wheels. While all tonners had a flat trayback, this one had been DIY custom fabricated as an homage to the original hot-rodded tonners of the 70s and 80s. This whip originally came with a 225 kilowatt LS1 backed by a 4-speed automatic, but in the chase for more power, the 200,000 kilometre old donk was yanked in favour of this low kilometre C4B Callaway powered plant that was donated from a 2002 VX GTS. Paired with a Howard's camshaft and freshly decked heads, it managed to push a solid 380 rear wheel horsepower through the high stalled automatic. But the 4L65 slush box was also short-lived. With Rob then looking for a raw driving experience in his weekender, he converted the tonner to a T56 6-speed manual. This change alone increased the power to a stout 420 rear wheel horsepower through its Eaton True Track diff and 3.73:1 ratio. While this combo makes for an ultra perky Sunday Bunnings runabout, Rob has always wanted to join the 500 club with his perfect streeter, and that's exactly what we intend to do. So, if you couldn't tell already by the title and the thumbnail, we are going to be going turbo. So, we have LJMS Stage 2 cam kit.
Yes.
The cam that you've got already is a good cam, but it's just not well suited for boost, is it?
That's right. I love the cam that I've got in NA form.
Yeah.
Makes great power, but not suitable for boost.
Yeah, too much overlap.
Too much overlap. I'll lose PSI out the exhaust.
Yeah. So we've got an LJMS Stage 2 cam kit to replace it with. We're also going to do a Mellings oil pump just to make sure that we got good oil pressure. And the ASE T800 turbo kit. Now, this turbo kit has a GT4088 Garrett turbo.
Yes, that's right.
And we can already hear the internet ablaze.
Yes, the comments are coming in.
This turbo is too small.
Wasting your money.
That's it. But we're not building a race car.
That's right.
This is going to be 100% street car. We could put a GTX 42 on this and make 750 wheel horsepower, but when was the last time this car saw 7,000 RPM?
What's this year?
Yeah.
2020. Yeah, no, never really. Yeah, it's my baby. I don't trash the shit out of this car.
No,
so.
it doesn't. You don't drag race it.
No.
It's not exactly a circuit suitable vehicle. being a Trayback Ute.
Yeah.
So this thing here, although it might be a little bit small, it'll come on really hard. It'll come on early. It'll be all over and done with by, say, 5,000, 5,500 RPM. But when you're driving on the street, you're not going to go further than that anyhow.
That's where I want my power anyway.
That's it.
Just having a little bit of fun, and drivability.
So this is going to be a perfect little weekend runner. Go down to Bunnings, get your snag.
In a hurry.
Yep, in a hurry.
Hot.
So we're aiming for anything over 500 is what you want.
Is a bonus.
I think it's probably going to end up closer to 550, hopefully, with any luck. But we've already done a couple of things to get us ahead.
Yes.
We've already had a look at the turbo kit, where the turbo is going to sit. And so what have you done so far?
Okay, so we had to do ECU relocation from under the engine bay to behind the passenger side kick panel.
Yeah.
Pretty simple, straightforward job, that one.
Mm-hmm.
I relocated the battery to under the tray. Didn't really need to, but I'm fussy, so I did. Also, we've got our surge tank and our Bosch 44 pumps and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Fuel system fitted.
So I'll give you all a bit of a rundown on the fuel system in just a quick moment. Alright, so I'm going to give you a quick overview of the fuel system. It's nice and easy on this 1 tonner because we can take this hatch off on the tray. But as you can see from the stock output of the fuel tank here, we've got a -8 feed line to a Speedflow filter housing just there, and that goes down to, you might be able to see just there, we've got a 4.5 litre surge tank. I think this one's an Aeroflow branded one, and attached to that is 2 Bosch 044 fuel pumps. Now those fuel pumps are staged, and what that means is that there's one running continuously and the second one will only come on under boost, staged through a hobbs switch. So you don't have 2 fuel pumps just buzzing away doing your head in or cooking your fuel, which was the #1 reason that we staged them. Being that they're rubber mounted, they're pretty quiet when you're driving on the road, you don't really hear them. But yeah, just having that second one staged is definitely going to help us with fuel cooking. And those 2 run to here you can see a Turbo Smart FPR 1200 fuel pressure regulator, and that, you can see there's a wire piece there, so both the fuel pumps will feed into that, and that will make sure that we keep good fuel pressure when we're under boost. That one is referenced to go 1:1, meaning that for every 1 pound of manifold pressure that goes up, the fuel pressure will go up 1 pound as well. So that'd be good. We've got another Speedflow filter there, and then all of that will feed across to the stock hardline. And this stock hardline, we know already from previous builds, will be well and truly good for the 500 rear wheel horsepower. So this is what we call a deadhead system, rather than a return system that you'd normally see, and that's what they use in a factory setup. What I would recommend, and what other people have told us as well, when using a fuel system, or when you're doing a fuel system for your EFI car, you want to have a 100 micron filter for post surge tank, and then a 10 micron filter there, which one goes to the motor. That's just to make sure that we get absolutely no gunk in the fuel line or in the injectors. We're using the stock in-tank pump to feed the surge tank, and that will keep up no problem because we're only under load or under big load for a small amount of time. And there's obviously a recirculating hose back into the main tank to overflow from the surge. So this was a really fairly simple fuel system for us to do. It's all done in 200 series Speedflow line and fittings, which was supplied to us by our local dealer, Lost Racing Products. And they've been awesome to deal with. Mark and Maz are really, really good. And yeah, this has turned out really, really nice. It's all nicely well concealed. Even under the car, you can see it doesn't hang down too low. It sits up above the chassis rail there, and all the lines are nice and neat. Nothing clashes on anything. It's worked out really, really well, so we're really happy with it. Alright guys, so that's just about going to wrap it up for this one. Make sure you stick around though, hit the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up so that more people see this video. On the next episode, what you're going to see is us doing the cam install on the turbo tonner. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.